Hey guys, it's me, Chasey Poo. Listen, okay, my face right now is like sweaty, I'm melting, I'm sorry, I need to explain to you why I'm making this video right now. So today I'm making a mental health update video. I haven't made one of these in months because I've been busy and relatively okay, LOL. But I feel like the last time I made an update about how I'm doing is when I was in a car accident in Jamaica. But a lot has happened since then. We are in March now, and I feel like I need to update everyone on some things because I feel like I post cryptic things on Twitter about me not feeling very well, so I wanted to talk about it. Also, okay, I'm having this issue right now where I am so busy. It's not really an issue. I mean, whatever. Look, I'm really busy, so I'm like, my heart and my mind are racing at a mile a minute, and I feel like I have a million things to do, so I'm trying to relax and do the thing that I love the most in the world, which is make videos. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a little sweaty, but let's just go with it. In October, I was in a car accident and I made a video about how I almost died and how it was very traumatic for me because I had already been in a car accident when I was like 13. So here's the thing with trauma is when, for my body and my brain, how it works, when something traumatic happens, all of the traumatic things that have ever happened in your entire life tend to come back in your mind in that split second. So that's what's been happening to me in the last couple of months. I am getting so many flashbacks, and it's really hard to talk about this. I've literally only told one other person about this because I felt super embarrassed and I didn't want to talk about it because no one talks about this stuff and it's very personal. But my whole life I've always just made videos when I feel like poop, and it's always made me feel better to just talk about it since I don't have therapy right now. I don't have a therapist, so talking about it makes me feel better. So ever since the car accident, I've been having flashbacks. The first 2 weeks after the accident were absolutely horrible. You saw the state that I was in the video where the video is called I Almost Died, and I was not okay at all. I was stuttering. I was in that car. Okay, that's what it felt like. I was making that video, I was in the car, and it kept crashing. Every time I close my eyes, I imagine it crashing. And it was very hard for me to move on and deal with this stuff because I have been trying to deal with the car accident I had when I was 13 for such a long time now. I was fine for so many years, and then for some reason, I don't know what happened, just something hit me in my head, like an emotion or a thought, and all of a sudden I realized, oh my god, all of my anxiety, all of my trauma stems from that car accident. I wasn't scared of dogs, I wasn't scared of cars, I wasn't scared of anything, and then I got hit by that car, and then I became scared of literally everything when I was 13. So it was a weird feeling to kind of realize that, but in the last couple of weeks, especially this last week, I have felt like I am constantly disassociating, so I don't feel like I am myself at all. And by that I mean that I feel like it's happening right now. I know that I am a body and that I have a mind, but I feel like I'm watching myself and I feel like I'm not here, and it's very hard for me to put myself back into me being a body and me being a human being. And that is the best explanation that I can give you. I feel completely disconnected from myself, from my name, from my pronouns, from my clothes, from my home, from my cats. I just feel disconnected from everything, and I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. And yes, also trigger warning this entire video, okay? There's no point in telling you what triggers, because like literally like everything can be, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Whatever, I'm sorry, I'm just shook right now. Thinking like this and being very like disassociating makes me feel like literally very suicidal, and it's very scary. I've been on antidepressants for like 3.5 years or something. I've been on Wellbutrin, I love it, and it's great. When I was off of Wellbutrin and they were like, oh, it's time for you to get off, I was not okay, so I went back on. I take Ativan sometimes for my anxiety, but not often because you can get addicted to Ativan and that's dangerous. So I am really trying to manage my stuff alone is what it feels like, and I definitely need therapy. I don't know where this video is going. It's supposed to be a mental health update. I'm sorry, it just went another way than I wanted it to. The point is I'm having a very difficult time right now, and it doesn't help that I am super busy. So I want people to understand how grateful and how blessed I feel, and I understand that I am very privileged to be able to do what I'm about to go do. I'm going on a mini tour. I'm doing a talk in Amherst. I'm doing a talk near Boston. I'm doing meetups. I'm doing a talk in Ohio, in Virginia, and then I'm going to Europe. I'm gonna hang out. I'm doing a talk in Paris. I'm hanging out in Berlin. I'm hanging out in Stockholm, and then I have two talks in England, in London, and Northampton. Like, And then I come back to America, to the United States, and I have a talk in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and then this is amazing. I am doing my life is where I need it to be. I am so happy that I get to do the things that I love to do and like talk to people and spread my message and like talk about my research and YouTube and stuff like that, and I feel so awesome that I'm able to do that and I'm able to travel and meet so many amazing people. And I hate to say this word, but, okay, I'm gonna say but because, yo, I am so overwhelmed right now. I was away for 2.5 weeks. After my thesis defense was done, I went down to like a Philly area, and I just kind of hung out, and I had a talk in Buffalo, and then I came back home. Here's the thing, I have 5.5 days at home right now. Currently, I am in this 5.5 days until I leave for my trip. I'm gone from March 12th to April 24th. So I have the amount of things that I need to do in this month and in the 5.5 days that I have is ridiculous. I have 7 podcasts to film. I have 8 videos to film for my personal channel. Thankfully, I already did all my Transtastic videos while I was in the States, and I edited them, and I scheduled them. And that doesn't count all the other things that I need to do in my life, and like I need to finish my revisions on my thesis because I had to revise some things, and it's just not going quick enough for me, and it's due in 3 days. I am just very overwhelmed, and it's not like I leave everything to the last minute. I'm literally always busy. I don't hang out. Sometimes I sit down, I watch TV, sue me. Okay, I watch 1 episode of The Office while I eat food. Like I'm just very busy, and I love being busy, and I need to be busy. And yes, I keep giving myself things to do, like the binder giveaway, and like now I'm planning another big thing and stuff like that, and I love it. But at this moment in my life, okay, all of these things combined, and all of the trauma that I'm experiencing and the flashbacks and the anxiety together is just way too much. I'm gonna say, take a break. It's okay, you don't have to post videos every day. No. My brain, okay? My brain can't accept that. I am very type A. I do things and I get them done. It'll get done, but it doesn't mean I won't have 12 panic attacks while I'm doing them, okay? I'm just very, honestly, I would be fine doing all of these things if I didn't have 5.5 days. Give me 10 days, I could do it all. That's no problem, but I feel like I'm gonna faint because I feel like it's so much. But I will say that I do keep myself busy for a reason, because if I'm not busy, then I start thinking of things, and being in that thought pattern and that thought area and that cloud and stuff like that is a very dangerous way and a dangerous place, sorry, for me to be. Not to get super like depressing or anything like that, but I have to keep myself busy because I can't think. If I had a therapist, I would absolutely be able to process my emotions better, but instead I just kind of go through the motions, and I really want to just enjoy every moment of my trip and every moment of everything. But I feel very stressed out. Once all of this is done, by the way, I don't have any stress on my trip, so I'm gonna have so much fun. It's just because I don't want stress on my trip, so I'm doing it all now in this time, so, but whatever. Mental health update. I am not feeling okay mentally, but I am doing great in the world, I guess. Like in my world, I'm able to do things. Something else that's really affecting me, and this is really only for me, this is not judging anybody else and the way that they feel about their bodies. We all feel different about our own bodies, but I'm not okay because my knee has been hurting, and now it's been a month of consistently hurting every second of the day, and it is starting to take an emotional toll on me. Obviously a physical toll on me, but I'm having a lot of issues, and I really don't want to start crying right now because it's just very hard to talk about. I injured my knee in September 2016, and it still hurts, and I haven't run since June of last year, May, June, something like that, and it was only a small run, and it still hurt when I was running. I did physio, I did the stretches, I did everything, and it just, nothing happened, nothing. Anyways, I did an MRI, they found nothing. I went private, so I paid for that. I paid for them to tell me there's nothing wrong with my knee. Can there be something wrong with my knee, please, so we can fix it? Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm having a lot of issues dealing with the pain, and after being in pain for such a long time, like it really takes an emotional toll on you, and I feel like I'm crazy because I feel like nobody believes me. I feel like people just think that I am not actually in pain or that it's all in my head, and I don't want to be in pain. I sometimes can walk and I'm fine and I'm like, oh my God, this is so great. And then I'll sit down and then I'll stand up and my knee just gives and I just can't do anything. And it ruins a lot of plans that I've had, which is something I'm not trying to think about in terms of going to Europe with my bad knee. But it's really messing with me. And then my stomach issues, like I just have a lot of stressors right now and I have an anxious gut, so I know that a lot of my stomach problems do stem from anxiety, so I'm trying to get a hold of that, but it's really hard because I'm in pain a lot, okay? And not that I'm barely eating, because I am eating food. I'm eating a lot of bowls, a lot of good food, like nothing fried, nothing full of fat, nothing like that. Why am I gaining so much weight? I don't understand it. I literally ate an amazing bowl yesterday that I made of quinoa with some roasted sweet potato, some marinated tofu, broccoli and cucumber, and it was just the perfect portion because I wasn't full, and I was maybe just a little bit hungry, like if I had a dessert, but I can't eat anything, so I was fine. And I came home like 2 hours after I ate, because I was at work, I was eating at work, and my stomach was just bloated beyond explanation. And that just makes me feel like shit because none of my clothes fit me anymore. I have to buy clothes that is bigger for me, which makes me feel really uncomfortable because I'm so used to wearing the smaller sizes and stuff like that. And it's really affecting me to not be able to run. I look at my picture every day and I can barely even look at my face because I remember what I looked like last year. And I'm trying so hard not to compare myself, and people are like, don't worry Chase, your knee will get better, you'll be able to run again, you'll be able to be fit. My goal was never to be skinny, my goal was to run. And by running, I ate healthy. And by doing that, I ended up losing weight. And it made me feel really great to see a change in my body because now I was stronger. And it was an added bonus that I lost weight. And now that I am not doing literally anything, like my bike hurts when I pedal it. My knee hurts on my bike. I have a trainer that I can do at home, but I have to press hard on it, so it does hurt. I could bring my bike out when it's not snowing because I live in Quebec. There's snow everywhere. So I'd have to wait for that, but I don't know. I live up a mountain. I have to go up 2 kilometers uphill. Can I do that with my knee? And I could swim. I swim at Michael's often, but I've been traveling so much, I can't. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm trying to find a solution. And it's very hard, and it's very, what's that word? I feel beat down. I just feel like shit because I'm trying to eat the food that I'm supposed to eat. I'm doing vegan FODMAP and gluten-free, and yet I'm still crazy bloated and my stomach still hurts. Like I had a really bad stomach week last week. Like it was really bad. I don't understand what I ate. I ate the same food that I always eat. I have no idea what happened. Anyway, so this was a really fucking depressing video. I'm sorry. I just wanted to update more myself so that I have like a memory of making this video because I am disassociating and literally feel like I'm not real. So rewatching this while I'm editing it and posting it and stuff like that. Hopefully this wasn't too bad of a video and you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it made you depressed. Also, I know that people are gonna be like, oh, don't worry, you'll be able to run one day. Don't worry, you're not fat, you didn't gain weight. Don't worry, this is just, look, okay, literally I have to go up 2 sizes of clothes. Like, I don't know, you don't see my whole body when you're seeing this shot, okay? It just really sucks. And I'm trying to also hear the possibility that I'll never be able to run again, and if I even think about that, I can't. Running saved my life, and now running is ruining my life because I can't run. Okay, I'm gonna go so I don't start sobbing on camera and stuff like that. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. And oh, therapy. Why don't I have a therapist? Sorry. Here's the thing. I travel so much. I can't have a therapist that lives in Montreal that I see in their office. I need a therapist that is comfortable doing online video therapy. Do not recommend websites like BetterHelp and Pride Counseling, please. I'll tell you why. They wanted to sponsor a video and I was like, okay, but can I look at your website? So I did an assessment on their website that everyone has to do in order to find a therapist, and they said that my case was so severe that I can't have a therapist. So literally no thank you. I can't do that. I don't like that. So I need a therapist that like focuses a lot on PTSD and on OCD and stuff like that, and compulsive thinking, OCD, like the intrusive thoughts. Those are the two things that I really suffer with, and then obviously anxiety is always kind of tied to those two things. I need a therapist that is online, that is willing to do Skype and video chats with like patients, and I will pay out of pocket. Don't even care about insurance. I don't have insurance here with therapy anyways. It doesn't matter. I don't even care how much it costs anymore. I need therapy so much. I need to talk about this because I feel like I'm going crazy. I literally was in a car the other day and it was raining and it was dark, and I felt like the car was moving more than it should have, like going this, but it wasn't, and I literally just, I broke down. I closed my eyes and I put my hands over my head, and I could not, I didn't even, I escaped wherever I was. The rain reminded me too much of a car accident in Jamaica because it was raining that day, and the car moving and the cars swishing by and the fastness of all the cars around us. I just had a complete flashback, and I just, it was like a meltdown. Like it's not a meltdown, it's not a breakdown. It's like I just stopped. I don't even know how to explain that. I just stopped. It was too much, too many noises, too many things, too many textures, so much around me, too many lights. I just couldn't, and I just stopped. And that was really scary. And then I was shaking, and I just went to sleep. And my sleep was filled with flashbacks. And it sucks because it's literally like a tape recorder, and you play it and you go back. You play it, you go back. And that's literally the car accident. I literally am in the car and I see it hitting us. I see. Anyways, that's it. So I'm looking for a therapist that does. If you have any suggestions, that would be very great. They need to speak English. They need to be a specialist in PTSD and PTSD #1 right now, and intrusive thinking, intrusive thoughts with OCD would be great if there was a combination of both, but it's okay if they're not. They have to be trans friendly. I am not paying like $150 an hour to teach somebody how to be trans friendly. You know what I'm saying? I've had to do that before, and I'm like, what am I doing? You're supposed to pay me, okay, to teach you about trans things so that you're competent, not me paying you for you to, whatever. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.